Number 10. Chrissy Teigen. In 2021, the cookbook author and model confirmed during a selfie video that she had undergone this treatment. She made a post on her Instagram story and pointed out her newly sculpted cheek area, saying, "I did that Dr. Diamond buccal fat removal thing, and since I quit drinking, I'm really seeing the results and I like it." The video spread quickly through social media, and several outlets were quick to identify that the procedure was designed to slim her face and improve her jawline. She is said to have chosen a surgeon in Beverly Hills who is well trained and qualified to perform the procedure. In the video, she seems very happy with her decision to undergo this treatment, and she's proud to admit it. Chrissy is one of the most outspoken celebrities when it comes to talking about the work that she's had done. In 2017, she once pointed to her forehead, nose, and lips and said, "Fake, fake, fake. Everything about me is fake except my cheeks." But then a few days later, she made a post on Twitter claiming that she was only joking, and insisted that armpit liposuction is the only procedure she's ever had. But whatever the case may be, she is easily one of the most honest celebrities when it comes to admitting plastic surgery. Number 9. Lea Michele. The actress has been trending on Twitter this week, but it wasn't because of her Broadway performance in Funny Girl. It was actually because of her chiseled facial appearance. Lea posted a selfie comparing herself to Lucia, the beautiful Sicilian working girl on The White Lotus. But the internet was quick to notice her resemblance to another trending character, someone who had undergone buccal fat removal. Although the actress hasn't confessed to anything, fans are convinced that the alleged buccal fat removal surgery isn't the only thing she could have had done. Many have compared pictures of Lea from 2019 to 2022, and the two main differences seem to be her nose and her lips. But more than a decade ago, the Glee star declared that she would never have anything done. She said, quote, "I was one of the only girls in my high school that didn't get a nose job, and if anyone needed it, I probably did. But my mom always told me growing up, Barbara Streisand didn't get a nose job. You're not getting a nose job, and I didn't. F those people." And it seems like she did take that advice, because she doesn't look drastically different these days, despite getting a little bit of work done. Number 8. Dove Cameron. Fans of the actress have noticed her facial features have changed since her days as a Disney star, and instead of pointing to natural aging, many have claimed that it was due to the infamous procedure of buccal fat removal. 27-year-old is known for her big eyes, long lashes, plump lips, and tiny nose, which eventually got her labeled as a real-life Barbie doll. It's worth noting that she's never gone on the record and admitted to going under the knife, but after many red carpet appearances and many paparazzi pictures, it's clear that she's had more than a few cosmetic procedures done. From the time she was a young actress starring in the film A Secret Garden, fans noticed there was a distinctive bump down the bridge of her nose, and her lips were a little bit thinner. But fast forward to 2013, during her time as a Disney star, and her lips were already a lot plumper and the shape of her nose had a slight change. There's even been speculation that her dimples were attained through a surgical procedure. Now fans have said that she looks unrecognizable from her youth days, and a lot of that comes down to the fact that her cheeks are hollowed out. But to be fair, that can sometimes naturally occur with age, so it might not be because she's had buccal fat removal. Number 7. Sophie Turner. The actress's appearance has changed since she played Sansa Stark in Game of Thrones. In recent pictures, fans have pointed to the fact that her face seems to be more chiseled than before. As a result, there have been speculations that Sophie underwent buccal fat surgery, as her face looks slimmer compared to her old pictures. Although this, of course, cannot be confirmed, as the 26-year-old has not yet commented on the rumors. But it's true that Sophie has gone through a drastic beauty evolution over the years, and it's something that everyone's noticed because we've literally seen her growing up before our eyes. She scored her now iconic role on Game of Thrones at the age of 13, and more than 10 years later, she's transformed from a fresh-faced redhead teenager to a grown woman with an entirely unique beauty look. In fact, if anything has changed over the years, it's clearly her hair. When she dyed her signature flame red locks platinum blonde in 2016, fans were shocked. In 2018, she said, "I'm very experimental, and having been a redhead for so long and not being allowed to do anything with my hair, now I'm like, I just want to do everything." Which makes sense because pretty much every color suits her. Number 6. Sarah Hyland. The Modern Family actress is speculated to have undergone the procedure after her fans noticed a difference in her facial structure. Fans pointed to the fact that she previously had plump and round cheeks, but in recent photos they appear to be a little bit more sunken in. But there's actually a reason why Sarah's cheeks were a lot fuller back then. She's spoken out before and explained that the change in her appearance was actually due to health complications. In 2018, she revealed that she'd been battling kidney dysplasia, a condition where the kidney does not fully develop in the womb. She was already on her second kidney transplant around that time period, since her body began rejecting the first one that her father donated to her back in 2012. The second one was given to her by her brother Ian, which took a toll on her mental health. As for harsh comments about her weight, she's hit back at the criticism time and time again, especially for her swollen cheeks, which she attributed to her life-saving medication. Sarah said, "For those on prednisone, I know what you're going through and I commend you for sticking it out as I have. My self-confidence is not rendered from your comments. Number 5. Bella Hadid. She's one of the biggest and most influential models of the moment, along with her sister Gigi. But when social media really started talking about buccal fat removal, Bella Hadid was one of the first names to come up. And whether or not she's had the procedure done, there's no denying that her appearance has changed dramatically since she's been in the public eye. Around 2017, Bella's cheekbones started to look a lot more sculpted than they once were, leading fans and plastic surgeons to believe that she underwent a facial sculpting procedure, had dermal fillers to alter and enhance the shape of her cheeks and jawline, and of course had fat removed from her cheeks to give her a more defined face and very sharp jawline. But no matter how drastic her transformation was over the years, the model has not always been very open about getting plastic surgery. Back in 2018, she told InStyle, "People think I got all this surgery or did this or that, and you know what, we can do a scan of my face. I'm scared of putting fillers into my lips. I wouldn't want to mess up my face." But just last April, she actually admitted in Vogue that she did have a nose job when she was 14, and said that she now regrets that decision because she might have grown into it. Number 4. Iggy Azalea. The Australian rapper has previously gotten called out for having undergone buccal fat removal, but fans of Iggy Azalea know that she's always been very outspoken about getting plastic surgery, and has admitted many times which areas of her body she's had done. Although she's retired from music now, Iggy Azalea has consistently commanded headlines all over the globe, and while she's been in the spotlight, many people have noticed how much her appearance has changed over the years. Confirming the suspicions, she has admitted that she's had rhinoplasty and a breast augmentation. She said, "I'm not denying it. Denying it is lame. I don't think you should be ashamed if you made a change to yourself, which is why I've spoken about the changes I've made, like with my breasts." Iggy was always pretty straightforward about her decision to have surgery, saying, "Your perception of yourself can change a lot over time, so I think it's important to wait and make sure it's the right choice. Plastic surgery is an emotional journey. It's no easy feat to live with your flaws and accept yourself, and it's no easy feat to change yourself. Either way you look at it, it's a tough journey," which is a great message to get out there, considering that there's still a lot of stigma behind just admitting to having done plastic surgery in the first place. Number 3. Khloe Kardashian. The Keeping Up with the Kardashians star is known for being the funniest and most laid back of all the sisters, but over the years, fans have seen a drastic change in her appearance that can only really be put down to plastic surgery. And now that it seems everyone is getting their buccal fat removed, some have pointed to Khloe as the one who started the trend. While she isn't too outspoken when it comes to her past procedures, she has opened up once before about the reason behind her choice to go under the knife. Quote, "For me, everyone says, oh my gosh, she's had her 3rd face transplant, but I've only had 1 nose job and everyone gets so upset, like why don't I talk about it? No one's ever asked me." She also revealed that she's done injections but not Botox because when she tried it, her face responded horribly. Although all the surgery was likely because of something deeper. In fact, later on in that one episode, Khloe explained how she experienced body image insecurity when she was doing photo shoots with her sisters, saying, quote, "They would receive racks and racks of clothes, and I was told by so many different stylists I was given about 2 or 3 pieces of clothing, but not to worry because I would be in the background anyway," which is pretty unfortunate because being treated like that would upset just about anyone. Number 2. Adele. The singer's dramatic weight loss over the past couple of years has really transformed her appearance, so much so that fans have wondered if she's done more than just switching up her diet and her workout to achieve her new look. The internet practically exploded in 2020 when Adele made a post on social media that showed her completely transformed look. Several plastic surgeons have since come forward and given their expert opinion on what she might have had done. This includes things like adding filler to her jawline because it appears to be more pronounced, as well as buccal fat removal and Botox, but most can agree that drastic changes in her appearance can simply be put down to weight loss. In fact, she joked about it during an opening monologue for SNL, where she said, "I know I look really different since you last saw me, but actually because of all the restrictions, I had to travel light and I could only bring half of me, and this is the half I chose." The 34-year-old looks extremely happy these days, and she has opened up about all the healthy lifestyle changes that she's made that helped her lose 100 pounds in 2 years, and clearly she is still very much herself, just with a newfound confidence. And coming in at number 1, Ariana Grande. The singer is no stranger to speculations about plastic surgery, and of course with the new procedure taking over the internet, it seems like everyone has pointed to Ariana as a likely candidate. Apart from buccal fat removal, one of the most common theories about her changing face is that she's had eyelid surgery and lip injections. In comparison with her old pictures, it's true that she does look very different, but Ariana has also changed her style of makeup constantly since being in the public eye. For instance, from around 2016 to 2019, she's been known for having a very deep tan, something that she was constantly criticized for. Then in later years, she seemed to be less reliant on the tan and is now a little bit closer closer to her natural pale skin color. Nevertheless, the criticism has not gone away. In response to a hater, she once said, "We live in a day and age where people make it impossible for women, men, anyone to embrace themselves exactly how they are." In October last year, she swapped her trademark chestnut brown hair for blonde. The transformation made her look wildly different, and if anything, it's good that she's comfortable enough to chop and change her look. Number 10. Zoe Kravitz. The actress has always been naturally beautiful, as she's the daughter of Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz, but ever since taking up her iconic role as Catwoman, fans have started pointing out how much Zoe's appearance has changed in recent years. Even cosmetic surgeons have noticed that the 33-year-old has been looking a little different lately, and they can't quite put their finger on what it can be attributed to. But one of the most obvious things is her super sculpted cheekbones and defined chin, which has led industry experts to suspect that she's had certain procedures done. They claim that the hollowing underneath her cheekbones is a result of buccal fat removal, or having fillers added to her face. Although there's no doubt that it could actually be natural and part of the aging process, fans have come for her over her claims of plastic surgery. In February last year, she posted a selfie on Instagram and mentioned the lip products that she was using. Someone in the comment section wrote, "Babe, what have you done to your beautiful natural lips?" In response, Zoe actually wrote back saying, "Put some lip gloss on them. These are my lips, all pure, the equivalent as they've always been." So clearly she hasn't done anything to her lips. Number 9. Anna Taylor-Joy. The Queen's Gambit star has taken the thriller genre by storm, but after skyrocketing to fame, the actress became the subject of plastic surgery rumors. Fans have alleged that Anna has gone under the knife for procedures like a brow lift, rhinoplasty, buccal fat removal, and filler. And after her new movie The Menu came out in November of 2022, the rumors only got worse. One user addressed the controversy on Twitter and wrote, "People got butthurt when someone tweeted that Anna Taylor-Joy doesn't pass for her working class character in The Menu. Come on, she looks like a rich celebrity with expensive plastic surgery. Compare her to how she looked early on in her career and it's all the more obvious." But even though Anna has never admitted to having any work done, she's always been very open about her struggles with insecurities. She said she was bullied in the past for her wide-set eyes, and that was what pushed her to start acting. She said, "I need to believe in a place where I could be valued and appreciated, and actually have something to contribute, rather than constantly feeling like, what is wrong with me? Why do I not fit in?" Which is something I'm sure a lot of people can relate to. Number 8. Megan Fox. The actress has gone through a drastic beauty transformation throughout her career, and although she was clearly a natural beauty in some of her earliest on-screen roles, her biggest changes in her appearance came when she moved to big Hollywood blockbusters like Transformers, and these days she looks even more different, like we've seen in Machine Gun Kelly's music video for Bloody Valentine. In fact, the internet seems to be in unanimous agreement that Megan has gone under the knife. Last year, TikTok famous plastic surgeon Dr. Anthony Yun shared his expert opinion and said that it looks like she's had Botox to change the appearance of her eyebrows, and filler in her lips from as early as the age of 21. In 2008, when she was 22 years old, he speculated that she could have had rhinoplasty, as her nose looked a lot more refined already. He also said that she could have had buccal fat removal shortly afterwards, as well as chin augmentation with a silicone chin implant to make it appear more angular. For her part, Megan has a long history of denying these rumors. In 2011, she posted a Facebook album titled "Things You Can't Do With Your Face When You Have Botox," and she filled it with pictures of herself furrowing her eyebrows to prove her critics wrong. Number 7. Angelina Jolie. The actress has topped so many of the world's most beautiful women lists over the years, and continues to do so to this day. The 47-year-old mum of 6 is known for her insane beauty, particularly for her full pouty lips and piercing eyes. But throughout her time in the spotlight, Angelina has been followed by rumors that she's undergone various procedures to maintain the sculpted features and plump lips that she's so famous for. Specialists claim that her high cheekbones have had some subtle support with dermal fillers, and she's added a drop of fillers to her lips to keep them plump and smooth out any wrinkles. In more recent years, fans have also pointed to her hollowed out cheeks as evidence that she's had buccal fat removal. But there's no doubt that you could also put those changes down to weight. And despite the speculation, the actress claims that she's never had plastic surgery. In a 2010 interview with Daily Mail, she said, "I haven't had anything done, and I don't think I will. I don't plan to do it myself, but if it makes someone happy, that's up to them. I'm not in somebody else's skin to know what makes them feel better about themselves, but I don't plan to do it myself," which is a great attitude to have about it all. Number 6. Demi Moore. The 60-year-old actress is undoubtedly one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood, with a timeless and elegant beauty that attracted constant attention over the years. But in January of 2021, Demi shocked fans when she appeared on the Fendi runway show, which ended up sparking plastic surgery rumors across the internet. The actress was almost unrecognizable as her cheeks looked extra full and her skin was extremely smooth without a wrinkle in sight. The photos released from the show left many social media users questioning whether Demi's transformation has come as a result of cosmetic enhancements or dramatic makeup. Beverly Hills plastic surgeon Dr. Obaid Chaudhry spoke to Radar Online about her changing face and said, "Demi looks a lot more chiseled. Her cheekbones are popping. That can be achieved with buccal fat removal and fat transfer to the cheeks. What we see here is something we call lateral sweep, which is a common issue we see in facelifts. For a while it seemed like everyone was talking about her sharp cheekbones, but the rumors sort of died down when she posted a photo looking like her old self after the event. So it's entirely possible that Demi's dramatic runway look was just because of a few makeup tricks like over-the-top contouring." Number 5. Kim Kardashian. The reality star has established herself as the ultimate American beauty icon since Keeping Up with the Kardashians premiered in 2007. In August of 2022, she told Allure magazine, "I really generally care about looking good. I probably care more than 90% of the people on this planet. It's not easy when you're a mom and you're exhausted at the end of the day, or you're in school, and I'm all of the above. I do my beauty treatments usually late at night, after everyone's in bed. I'm doing laser treatments." Compared to a lot of other celebrities, she's fairly honest about going under the knife, but she hasn't admitted to more evasive surgical procedures. In 2019, she said, "I never had my nose done. Everyone thought I did. And I said, wait until I have kids because your real features come out. Besides Botox, she's pretty much denied making any drastic changes to her face. She said, "I've never had eyelash extensions. I've never done anything. I have a drop of mascara on today. I've never filled my cheeks. I've never filled my lips." But last year she was quoted as saying, "If you told me that I literally had to eat poop every single day and I would look younger, I just might." Number 4. Courtney Cox. If you take a look at the photos of the Friends star from back in the 90s compared to now, it's easy to see that she has undergone a whole range of different procedures. In her recent big screen appearance, like in the film Scream 5, fans were quick to notice that Courtney's appearance was very gaunt, and her cheeks seemed to be very hollow. But unlike most celebrities, Courtney has been completely open about the cosmetic procedures that she's had done to her face. The star confessed that even though she thought she had gone too far at one point, looking completely unrecognizable, when asked about her fillers, she said, quote, "You have no idea because it's gradual until you go, oh, this doesn't look right, and it's worse in pictures than in real life," telling You Beauty magazine in 2017 that she gradually realized fillers were not her friend. Courtney explained that she became addicted to the surgery and was taking advice from the wrong people. She said, "Well, what would end up happening is that you would go to a doctor who would say, 'You look great, but what would help is a little injection here or filler there.'" She said she didn't realize how she looked until her friend looked at her face and said, "Whoa, no more." Number 3. Kylie Jenner. The Keeping Up with the Kardashians star has basically grown up in the spotlight, so her transformation from tween to teen and now a 20-something mother has all been before our eyes, which means it's hard not to notice the drastic changes to Kylie's appearance in the more than 10 years since the show first aired in 2007. While fans have speculated about Kylie having undergone everything from lip filler to buccal fat removal, it's hard to separate fact from fiction when it comes to her ever-changing aesthetic. But after years of denying plastic surgery rumors, she did at least admit to having lip filler. During a 2015 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kylie said, "I have had temporary lip fillers. It's just an insecurity of mine and it's what I wanted to do. I was 15 and I was insecure about my lips. I had really small lips. And it was like one of my first kisses and a guy was like, 'I didn't think you would be a good kisser because you have such small lips.'" So like all of us, Kylie had her fair share of insecurities growing up. She also admitted that she definitely made her lips a little too big at one point before her sisters pointed it out and let her know that it was becoming too much. Number 2. Madison Beer. The singer shot to fame in the early 2010s, thanks to support from Justin Bieber. Madison has been under the spotlight since she was a young teen, and she's grown up in the public eye. So her overall look is bound to change as she's becoming an adult, which is a completely natural process. But some people out there still think that she's gotten some work done. Fans have pointed to then versus now pictures of her and pointed out some very subtle changes in her physical appearance, claiming that she's had rhinoplasty, an eyebrow lift, and filler in her face. Although Madison has denied all of that, she did confess to having lip fillers before, but she said that she doesn't count that as plastic surgery since it isn't permanent. She lashed out at fans in a TikTok live saying, "Guys, I got my lips done when I was younger and I effing regretted it and I hated it and I got them dissolved. This is literally my effing natural face. Shut up already, it's so annoying." She then tweeted, "My lips are all I've ever done, and people will continuously say, oh, she got an eyebrow lift, but it's just so exhausting to hear that all the time. Everyone who wants to say I'm a horrible person and I'm lying to my fans, my real fans, they know that I'm truthful." And coming in at number 1, Margot Robbie. The Australian actress has always been thought of as a natural beauty, ever since she got her start as a teenager in Neighbours. According to the Daily Mail, a leading cosmetic clinic revealed in 2020 that Margot's face was actually the most requested by women who came for non-surgical procedures. So these days there has been more and more speculation over her changing face. The Oscar-nominated Hollywood actress is the latest star to be accused of undergoing buccal fat removal to get rid of her more rounded cheeks and give her a sucked-in look, but others have claimed that the 32-year-old has simply lost her baby fat, and her transformation was down to weight loss and getting older. So again, there could be a variety of reasons why her cheeks seem to have disappeared, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. While Margot hasn't been very forthcoming in terms of talking about whether or not she's had plastic surgery, she did admit to seeking help from a cosmetic dentist. She said, "I actually have had 2 retainers, one for my bottom teeth, which is for grinding my teeth, and one for my top teeth, which is just so my teeth don't move." So for the time being, that's all the procedures that she's owned up to. Number 10. Heidi Montag. Back in 2010, the reality star traveled from California to her parents' home in Colorado, all to undergo an extensive list of cosmetic procedures. Heidi has had some really drastic surgery done and famously underwent 10 procedures in just one day. It sounds crazy when you think about how difficult that would be to recover from, considering that it was all done at the same time. Heidi had the massive surgery day in late 2009, which included breast implants, making her an F cup, a brow lift, a nose job update, lipo on her stomach and thighs, and a butt augmentation. The drastic photos of her new appearance hit the headlines in March of 2010, and the world was more than a little shocked. But 3 days later, Heidi admitted to Us magazine that she actually had big regrets and health problems as a result. Quote, "I just didn't realize what I was signing up for. It just sounds so minor when you have a surgeon describing so much of it to you." She also said at the time that she wasn't fully aware of the recovery time and the mental strain that it would put on her, and she claimed that her surgeon left this part out on purpose. She went on to have some of the work reversed, but mostly maintains her current look. Number 9. Chrissy Teigen. In May of 2020, the model revealed on Instagram that she was undergoing surgery to have her breast implants removed. This is because she said that she did not feel comfortable in her own skin. Chrissy opened up to Glamour UK about the breast augmentation that she had when she was 20 years old. She said, "You can't set these expectations for people that everything is perfect. Everyone filters their photos, edits, or face tunes, so you forget what normal faces or bodies look like. It's not fair and it makes you jealous of other people's bodies. It's lying to people by admission." Chrissy is one of the most outspoken celebrities when it comes to talking about plastic surgery. In 2017, she once pointed to her forehead, her nose, and her lips and said, "Fake, fake, fake. Everything about me is fake except for my cheeks." Then in 2021, she admitted to undergoing a controversial new surgery called buccal fat removal. She spoke about it in a video on her Instagram story, where she pointed out her sculpted cheek and said, "I did that Dr. Diamond buccal fat removal thing right here, and since I quit drinking, I'm really seeing the results and I like it." The video spread quickly through social media, and it seemed like everyone had an opinion on whether or not they would get the surgery themselves. Number 4. Giselle Bundchen. Having a baby changes everything about you and your body, and as it turns out, even supermodels have insecurities about their bodies after giving birth. In her memoir called Lessons: My Path to a Meaningful Life, Giselle wrote that in 2015, after she finished breastfeeding 2 of her children, she decided to get breast implants, but she immediately regretted that decision. She told People magazine about the experience and said, "I felt vulnerable because I can work out, I can eat healthy, but I can't change the fact that both of my kids enjoyed the left boob more than the right. All I wanted was for them to be even and for people to stop commenting on it. When I woke up, I was like, what have I done? I felt like I was living in a body I didn't recognize. For the first year, I wore baggy clothes because I felt uncomfortable." The model said that she went through the surgery because she became very self-conscious about the way she looked. Quote, "I was always praised for my body, and I felt like people had expectations from me that I couldn't deliver. So clearly the pressure for her to have a perfect body was very real." Number 7. Kathy Griffin. In her memoir, the comedian opened up about a liposuction procedure that turned into a disaster. Her experience left her in the emergency room and nearly killed her. Kathy showed some of the gruesome photos in her book, and she wrote, "I want women to know that this is what lipo looks like. Like, are you guys sure you don't want to just work out a little more?" Her awful experience with liposuction led to some self-revelations, and now she often uses stories about her cosmetic procedures as inspiration for her stand-up routines. She said, "What I can't figure out is why I wasted time worrying about my looks. I'm a comedian, I'm not on a runway in Milan. Believe it or not, people don't come to see me really thinking I'm going to look like Jennifer Aniston." In the past, the 62-year-old has also admitted to getting a nose job when she was just 26. She said, "I was told repeatedly, you would be pretty if it weren't for that nose. You'd work more if it weren't for that nose. I was young and impressionable, and I was told that enough that I started to believe it, so I got a nose job, and in the end, it was a decision that she actually regretted." Number 6. Gwyneth Paltrow. In 2013, the actress covered the May issue of Harper's Bazaar, and in her lengthy interview, she revealed some secrets to her skincare regimen. She talked about her strong aversion to plastic surgery, and in doing so, she let it slip that she had tried Botox at one point, and it made her look crazy. She said, "I would be scared to go under the knife, but you know, talk to me when I'm 50 and I'll try anything, except I won't do Botox again because I looked crazy. I looked like Joan Rivers." So basically, she had to insult someone else to make a point that she did not like Botox. But fast forward to March of 2021, and she completely changed her mind. She explained her decision to get injectables and said, "I had a midlife crisis when I turned 40, and I went to go see this doctor. It was a disaster. I didn't do anything else for a long time. I was bruised. My forehead was completely frozen, and I didn't look like myself at all." Gwyneth said that there's a lot of shame around surgery or injectables, and it would be nice if people felt confident about the choices that they were making. Number 5. Janice Dickinson. Known as the world's first supermodel, Janice was hugely successful during the 1970s and 80s. Recently, she's appeared as a judge on America's Next Top Model, Celebrity Big Brother in 2015, and I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here back in 2007. The 67-year-old model has never been shy about admitting that she's had plastic surgery, and she revealed that she had a breast enlargement, tummy tuck, neck and facelifts, and liposuction and Botox in the past, although the various surgeries had really gotten out of hand over the years, and in 2013 she declared herself bankrupt after over $1 million in taxes and unpaid cosmetic bills. 2 years later, she appeared on Botched to fix her boob job that was done 30 years ago. She said at the time she wanted to get it done when she was young, but her perspective really changed in 2013 when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. In fact, she initially thought that the lump in her breast meant that something was botched. So after she was diagnosed, Janice said that she wished she had never gotten breast implants. She told Entertainment Tonight, "If I had to play my life over again, I would have never gotten breast implants in the first place. I didn't need to have a mastectomy. I just need to take them out now." Luckily, the following year, she was declared cancer-free after 6 weeks of radiation therapy. Number 4. Yolanda Hadid. In 2019, the model and reality star announced that she had undone all of her plastic surgery, which includes fillers and hair extensions, after years of having work done to herself. She posted a mirror selfie on Instagram with the caption, "55 and smiling from the inside out, finally back to the original 1964, living in a body free of breast implants, fillers, Botox, extensions, and all the BS I thought I needed in order to keep up with what society conditioned me to believe was what a sexy woman should look like, until the toxicity of it all almost killed me." So what's the reason that she had all of these procedures reversed? Well, Yolanda realized that the adjustments she made to her body were actually harmful. She explained that it took her many years of undoing the bad choices that she made for herself before she finally found the freedom of internal beauty. She said, "Your health is your wealth, so please make educated decisions. Research the partial information you're given by your broken system before putting anything foreign in your body." The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills actually captured the moment that she had her breast implants removed for good. Number 3. Mickey Rourke. The actor was once one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood. He made his feature film debut with a minor role in Steven Spielberg's 1941 and garnered significant attention with 1981's Body Heat. However, in the early 90s, the actor decided to take up professional boxing, and while that brought him success, it also came with a string of severe facial injuries. Rourke reportedly faced a broken nose twice, suffered toe and rib injuries, a split tongue, a compressed cheekbone, and even short-term memory loss for some time. As a result, he had to undergo several reconstructive surgeries to fix himself up, but most of them did not achieve the desired result, so he had to undergo even more surgery to correct those mistakes. Eventually, his facial features were nearly unrecognizable compared to his initial appearance. In 2009, he finally opened up to the Daily Mail about it and said, "Most of it was to mend my face because of the boxing, but I went to the wrong guy to put my face back together," which is very sad because it was probably just down to having a sketchy plastic surgeon. Number 2, Donatella Versace. The fashion designer is the vice president of one of the most best-known Italian fashion houses, and of course, she's massively successful, but she's also known for something else outside the world of fashion. Donatella is a huge fan of plastic surgeries, and she's notorious for how much work she's had done. It's possible that the 67-year-old first went under the knife just to enhance what nature gave her, but if you look at her old photos, it's pretty obvious that her face has undergone a lot of changes. Many people believe that she underwent too many of those plastic surgery procedures, possibly to correct mistakes in each of those previous surgeries. There's also been speculation that her facelift has been done to an extreme, pointing out that she does seem to have a frozen look and is unable to make different facial expressions. She allegedly had lip augmentation, cheek implants, liposuction, and various other procedures. Conclusively, many people have referred to Donatella as a very extreme example of plastic surgery because there's really nothing subtle about the work that she's had done. The truth is though, it probably had a lot to do with societal expectations and the pressure to maintain the image of her brand Versace. And coming in at number 1, Tara Reid. The American Pie star was one of Hollywood's it girls in the late 90s and early 2000s. But while she was at the pinnacle of success in her career, she was also going through various issues stemming from botched plastic surgery, and she ended up missing out on a whole bunch of roles just because of it. Tara claimed that in 2004, breast implants and liposuction surgeries left her with disfigurements that really damaged her career. She told Us Weekly, quote, "My stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing. I had a hernia, this huge bump next to my belly button. As a result, I couldn't wear a bikini. I lost a lot of work." Tara said that after the procedures, she knew something was wrong when it came to her breast implants, but she was 6 months post-op when she realized that it had been terribly botched. Quote, "The actual center part where the areola is, instead of being a circle, it turned out to be a large square. It was horrifying." She also went through an infamous wardrobe malfunction on the red carpet at Diddy's 35th birthday party in 2004, which resulted in her body going viral. That left her devastated. Tara said she cried and begged photographers not to release the photos because the last thing she wanted to happen was to have the whole world see it.
Coming in at number 10, let's talk about the beloved Friends star, Courtney Cox. Being known as the beauty who played Monica, you would never expect her to give in to the pressures of Hollywood. With 60 right around the corner, she has expressed that she still feels young, saying, "I feel like I am young. I have a lot of friends that are in their 30s and I don't really think about it. To me, we're the same age, until I actually study it." When asked about her upcoming 60th in a couple years, the star says, "Oh god, it's so hard to even hear her say, I can't believe it. There's nothing wrong with being 60, I just can't believe it." Courtney has admitted to getting fillers during her time starring in Friends, saying the reason she begun was because she just wasn't happy with her appearance. When she started to see the public talking about her new appearance, she realized she was starting to look very unnatural and a little bit strange. After really looking at herself and how different her face had become, in maybe not the best way, the star got her fillers dissolved, and slowly we're starting to see Courtney the way we all remember her. After this whole incident, she vowed to never get fillers again, saying there is a time when you go, "Oh, I'm changing, I'm looking older, and I tried to chase that youthfulness for years. And I didn't realize that I'm actually starting to look really strange with injections and doing stuff to my face that I would never do now." At number 9, Nicole Kidman. Known for her many blockbuster movies, she has always been a beauty. But recently fans have come after Nicole for her extreme plastic surgery that has completely changed the star's face. One fan commented on a photo of Nicole posing next to a fan, saying, "What did you do to your face? You are starting to look like a monster. It's because you were beautiful." And others writing, "You don't look like Nicole. Something is wrong with your face." Dr. Leota took to the photo online to try to understand exactly what Nicole must have gotten done, saying, "There's little doubt that these photos make her look like she got a facelift and neck lift surgery as well." While previously denying any form of plastic surgery in the past, responding when asked if she had any fillers due to her perfect skin by saying, "To be honest, I am completely natural. I have nothing in my face or anything. I wear sunscreen and I take care of myself." Seems lately though, the star may have changed her opinion on various forms of plastic surgery, admitting later that she has in fact gotten fillers. She has told the media that she is done now though, because she absolutely did not like the results in the long run, as well as being able to move her forehead. Number 8. Khloe Kardashian. While we all know she's had a few procedures done in the past, saying during an interview on Andy Cohen a year ago, she said, "I had one nose job and everyone gets so upset, asking why I don't talk about it. It's because no one's ever asked me." Also admitting to some injections but saying never Botox. Back in 2021, Khloe appeared in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, carrying a prescription for migraines, and was immediately bashed on Twitter with one user writing, "Does research indicate that the more plastic surgery someone has, the more likely they are to suffer from migraines? What kind of pharmaceutical company chose someone who has so much plastic surgery they look like an alien as their spokesperson?" Referring to the star's reaction to the fillers. To which Khloe wrote back calmly, "I'm sorry you feel that way. I am trying to help many out there who suffer in silence." While many fans stood by the star, others were left wondering how far she's really willing to go with plastic surgery. With a recent photo emerging of the star in Los Angeles in January, you have to admit she does look quite different. Appearing to have huge lips and sunken cheeks, the star looks completely unrecognizable. With more doctors pitching in with opinions, most agree it looks like she's gotten a rhinoplasty on top of her gradual fillers throughout the years, making her look like an entirely different person. What do you guys think of Khloe's plastic surgery throughout the years? Moving on to number 7, Tori Spelling. Best known for her role in Beverly Hills 90210, she has had her fair share of interesting plastic surgery choices throughout the years. For a long time, fans have been speculating that Tori has gotten extensive work done, but she's always denied it. Tori even goes on to say the rumors about her plastic surgeries started as early as 17. When discussing the plastic surgery rumors to the media, the star stresses she's only had 2 done in the past, without going into too much detail about either. After posting a video to her Instagram showing the before and after of her glam makeup, captioned "Champagne Kiss," many fans couldn't believe it was even Tori at all, flooding her comments with things like "What happened to your natural beauty?" and "Please stop with the fillers." Even Tori's children seemed to notice the difference, saying as a joke that when watching the reruns of the show 90210, her kids couldn't even recognize her before the fillers. Though she can't deny she hasn't had any plastic surgeries done, she refuses to claim any more than she already has. And I mean, fair enough. Coming in at number 6, the former Hills star, Heidi Montag. Heidi admits to first starting to get into the big wide world of plastic surgery when she was offered $100,000 worth of free service. I can definitely see how that would be hard to pass up, and she seemingly felt the same and decided to go for it. She recalls the moment she decided to go for it and said, "I was like, great, $100,000 of free plastic surgery, awesome. But I should have stopped and thought about that, because when the doctor was telling me about it, it sounded very minor." Unfortunately for the star, she ended up undergoing a very invasive 16-hour multi-part surgery, totaling in 10 procedures that day. Being only 23 at the time and having a full body makeover to completely transform the celebrity, in her eyes it erased all the insecurities, but it was just too good to be true. When thinking about this decision over again, Heidi says, "If it didn't happen, I would have never gotten anything. I wasn't looking for offers or seeking it, and I was actually pretty confident in who I was. Even though I always wanted that, or just thought about it, it was no big deal." The huge alteration for the star could result in multiple health issues, as well as back problems. The star now says she's not against people getting plastic surgery, but warns plastic surgery isn't something to be glorified. You have to take it seriously. At number 5, Farrah Abraham. Starring on the show Teen Mom, you could barely recognize her today. Having dabbled in plastic surgery, she definitely has a couple regrets, admitting in her book Dream 20's self-guided self-help memoir that her 2012 chin implant left her completely freaked out, and she had to opt to get it removed just a year afterwards. What really got people wondering about her plastic surgeries was when she first appeared on Botched, a reality TV show starring doctors who are ready to remedy extreme plastic surgery fails. Appears in the show with massive lips. Some have compared her to looking even like a duck. She admits that what she had done was a new procedure where doctors place implants in the patient's lips rather than a collagen injection. This resulted in her having to be in the ER in order to fix this wild mistake. She posted photos to her social media post-op with the caption, "Don't say I didn't warn you," with a hashtag dedicated to the show itself that truly helped bring her back to normal. And I have to say, we are definitely warned. Number 4, Cardi B. The rapper and songwriter has never denied getting work done in the past, but it seems she is is beyond scared straight with her most recent go at plastic surgery. Cardi shared on Instagram been experiencing extreme swelling in her feet every single time she flies, which you know has to be quite a bit. She describes that this is a direct result and complication from her liposuction that she got just after giving birth. She even shared saying, "My stomach gets even more puffy and my feet and stomach burn when I get puffed up." Not only has these complications been a struggle on their own, but she has also been made to cancel tours directly from the doctor's orders. When asked about it, she responded by saying, "I hate canceling shows because I love money. I'm a money addict and I get paid lots of money for these shows. I'm canceling millions of dollars in shows, but health is wealth, so I'll do what I have to do." Instead of going on and getting more plastic surgeries, the singer has taken on a new workout routine instead, stating that she's been working out for the past 2 weeks because she's never getting surgery again. Number 3. Priscilla Presley. Another star who has been in the spotlight for many years, famously being married to the great Elvis Presley himself. She's definitely seen better times though when it's come to plastic surgery. After reportedly falling victim to a phony cosmetic doctor back in 2003, Daniel Serrano, a doctor from Argentina who would attend lavish cocktail parties in Hollywood and operate on the elite for the price of $300 to $500. He claimed these injections were better than Botox. Priscilla unfortunately fell victim. Revealed lately and after the fact for poor Priscilla was that Serrano was only licensed as a nurse and used a type of silicone that is often used for car parts. This led to uncovering more of Serrano's misconduct and led to his imprisonment. This pushed Priscilla to have to go through yet another surgery to correct all the past mistakes back in 2008. This helped but didn't quite fix the damage done. Priscilla says that when going over the event, "To this day I have bags under my eyes and I'm still getting treated for it. It's a constant battle and I feel like I have sand in my eyes." Number 2. Tara Reid. Tara Reid is an American actress best known for her role in American Pie. Always known as a beauty in Hollywood, who's to blame for her getting involved in the world of plastic surgery? She was considered the it girl in the late 90s and early 2000s. Who could have predicted that getting plastic surgery would have completely derailed her career? Paired with a bit of a party girl attitude, Tara considers most of her loss in job offers stems from her botched surgeries. Tara has reportedly claimed that her breast implants and liposuction surgeries left her with unignorable disfigurements, saying to Us Weekly, "My stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing. I had a hernia, a huge bump right beside my belly. As a result, I couldn't wear a bikini," and she lost a lot of work. After being told by doctors that it will get better after 6 months, it just seemed to worsen. If you think it couldn't get any worse for Tara, think again. The star ended up having a whole wardrobe malfunction at Diddy's 35th birthday party in 2004, resulting in photos of her botched breast job going viral. She recalls saying she was completely devastated. She has been asked if she would ever try plastic surgery again in order to reverse the damage done, but she has always refused, going on to say, "I'm scared about getting plastic surgery ever again. It's like surviving a plane crash and getting on a plane again. My scars are my battle wounds." And at number 1, we have Simon Cowell. Known for being quite tough to auditionees as a judge on both America's and Britain's Got Talent, fans haven't always been easy on him during his plastic surgery fails. Simon Cowell was one of the first male celebrities to admit to his plastic surgery, saying, "To me, Botox is no more unusual than toothpaste. It works, you do it once a year, who cares?" But that was back in 2008. More recently, in 2019, his views seemed to evolve. While reflecting on his years getting injections and looking at old clips, he said, "I had a lot that year, not so much that year, and maybe too much that year. The old clips to us are hilarious." Even at the Nickelodeon 2022 Kids' Choice Awards, he shared his regrets, explaining that it really made him look like something out of a horror film.
Starting off this list in our number 10 spot, we have Bella Hadid. Would your parents have allowed you to get a nose job at the age of 14? Well, Bella Hadid's did. For years, speculation rumors have followed the model due to her drastically changing face. Though she isn't botched at all, she does look completely different than she used to. When asked about her plastic surgery journey, she admits to having a nose job at the age of 14. She goes on to say, quote, "I wish I had kept the nose of my ancestors. I think I would have grown into it." While admitting to just the nose job, she denies the rumors of getting an eye lift or lip filler. Bella says, quote, "Whoever thinks I've gotten my eyes lifted or whatever, It's face tape, the oldest trick in the book. She did admit to thinking about her looks in maybe not the most loving way, revealing how it was not only a large part of her childhood, but affected her getting her foot into the modeling industry. She shares, quote, "I was the uglier sister. I was the brunette. I wasn't as cool as Gigi, not as outgoing. That's really what people said about me, and unfortunately when you get told things so many times, you just believe it." Though never revealing she has had anything more than a nose job, doctors have speculated her clear skin could be a result of fillers. What do you guys think? Secret plastic surgery, or just someone who has a really good skincare routine? In our number 9 spot today we have Courtney Cox. The iconic Friends legend has never been shy to admit her plastic surgery fails, which is something we really have to admire. Revealing how she has a lot of young friends making her feel young too, she says how she feels they are all the same age until she really studies it. When asked about her 60th birthday, which is in the near future, she responded saying, quote, "Oh god, it's so hard to even hear or say. I can't believe it. There's nothing wrong with being 60, but time just goes by so fast." Her face has changed, of course, with age, but with injections, age sometimes looks a little different. Courtney reveals she is finally coming to terms with aging and is going to begin embracing it, saying, quote, "I tried to change that youthfulness for years and I didn't realize that, oh, I'm actually starting to look really strange with injections and doing stuff to my face that I would never do now." Once she realized that people were talking about her interesting choices in surgery and fans sharing how they felt the star was looking quite different, is how she knew that it was time for her to stop. Admitting later that it is just crazy, she agrees with fans that at a point she was beginning to look unrecognizable. Being a big fan of fillers in the past, she announced in 2017 that she had them dissolved. She said, quote, "I've had to learn to embrace the movement and realize that fillers are not my friend. I've had all of my fillers dissolved. I'm as natural as can be. I feel better because I look more like myself. I think that now I look more like the person I was. I hope I do." In our number 8 spot today we have Donatella Versace. Even though Versace fans love to mimic her words, no one quite wants her physical appearance as of lately. Being a huge fashion icon and stepping up when her brother, Gianni Versace, passed away, she really has shown the world who she is. But people have been noticing her ever-changing face throughout the years. When she first stepped off a flight in 2014, fans barely recognized her. Fans related her to looking like a melted candle in the heat, as her skin appeared to be waxy. A doctor came forward with a few speculations on what they thought she had gotten done, saying, quote, "Her skin is very shiny, which is a symptom of too much Botox and laser resurfacing used to smooth the skin. I think there is a bone loss in her lower jaw, so there may have been an implant there." A plastic surgery expert has chimed in as well to discuss her overdone Botox, especially regarding her forehead, saying, quote, "It's not natural for a woman of her age to have no lines and wrinkles on her forehead or around her eyes. I would expect her to have regular Botox treatments with her own non-surgical specialist." The expert also goes on to discuss her eyes and how they appear close to shut, showing how this is directly related to having too much Botox done. Admitting in the past to just getting Botox, but only on her face, she revealed in an interview that it does take a lot of work to get her look. If you think she's going to admit to more plastic surgery, she isn't. She says, quote, "I'm not like this genetically. I use tons of creams and take care of my hair and skin." Other plastic surgeons believe that she has gotten it all. After viral images of her spiraled around the internet, it landed her the nickname of human waxwork. In our number 7 spot today we have Madonna. Over the years, Madonna has always been speculated as having gotten plastic surgery, with famously saying, quote, "To age is a sin." It's hard to believe she has never undergone any surgeries in the past. Up until recently, she has been pretty guarded about revealing any of the work she's had done, but this doesn't stop people from talking. Doctors and plastic surgery experts suspect the singer has had collagen implants, Botox, and facial implants done in the past few years. When asked about plastic surgery and to address the speculation in 2012, Madonna said, "I am certainly not against plastic surgery. However, I am absolutely against having to discuss it." Of course, being in the public eye, the conversation was definitely going to be brought back up again, again. Back in 2019, following a performance on New Year's Eve at the Stonewall Inn in New York, many fans and the media believed Madonna had gone as far as even getting butt implants put in. The singer was quick to respond to these reports, writing in a Twitter post, quote, "Desperately seeking no one's approval and entitled to free agency over my body like everyone else." Recently, it seems Madonna isn't as shy to admit the procedures she is now getting done. The singer has apparently admitted to getting plastic surgery in a post on social media. This comes just 2 weeks after fans began expressing their concern about her unrecognizable appearance at the Grammys. One Grammy viewer wrote, when seeing the star on TV, quote, "What happened to Madonna? Is it just me, or does she look like someone who looks like Madonna?" Madonna posted a photo on her Twitter appearing to respond to the fact that fans believed she didn't look like herself. She captioned the photo with, quote, "Look how cute I am now that the swelling from surgery has gone down." Though she didn't give any more details on what the surgery she had done entailed, many believe that this is the most admittance that we will likely ever get from the star. What do you think of Madonna's new look? In our number 6 spot today, we have Renee Zellweger. Have you seen the Bridget Jones' Diary star Renee Zellweger lately? Did you recognize her? Many fans believe she has a completely different face than the one we all saw in the 2001 rom-com. This was my script, I would have referenced Chicago, just so everyone knows. One Twitter user wrote, quote, "I personally think that as an actor you have to be careful when changing parts of your face. In my view, Renee is unrecognizable." Though she has never admitted to getting anything done in the past, saying in 2016, quote, "Not that it's anyone's business, but I did not make a decision to alter my face and have surgery on my eyes." Doctors have continued to come forward for their beliefs on what Renee has potentially gotten done. An expert surgeon agreed with fans' speculation of the surgeries, revealing they believe she has had several procedures done in the past. They go on to say, quote, "Renee has undergone some facial procedures to contour the shape of her face, including fillers to give her face a fuller appearance, plus Botox around the brow area to tighten her skin and make it appear more youthful." When Renee first stepped into the Hollywood scene, she had a very unique look, with many saying that her heavy eyelids were all a part of her charm. The expert surgeon explained that with age, this feature can give the appearance of having tired and droopy looking eyes, going on to explain that it appears Renee opted to avoid this outcome and went on to have a procedure to open up her eyes and give her more of a youthful appearance. Renee explains to the press that this is actually just from working out and a healthy diet. In our number 5 spot today, we have Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim is one of the most influential women in hip-hop and an iconic artist in rap history. With this type of fame comes hand in hand with being in the center of spiraling rumors as well. Kim has been widely talked about, with fans and the media noticing how unrecognizable she has become over the years. She has previously opened up about having a procedure done on her nose, which she got done after receiving a broken nose from a violent relationship. This initial surgery led to the artist seeking out more and pursuing further surgeries. It has been widely speculated that Kim has also had breast augmentation, chin and cheek fillers, as well as an eye lift. When recalling why she wanted to undergo these procedures, she revealed, quote, "I think I did it because I was a little too vain at the time. I was trying to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist." She didn't deny that her desire for perfectionism did become excessive at times. According to several sources, it has been reported that all of these surgeries have caused some nerve damage. This is unfortunately not what the rapper had intended. In our number 4 spot today, we have Angelica Huston. Angelica Huston, or as many remember her, the 90s Morticia Addams from the Addams Family movie series. This iconic star is no stranger to undergoing various plastic surgery procedures and has previously admitted to having collagen injections just to smooth things out. However, there are some procedures she has been put off forever, one being Botox. Angelica explains, quote, "I went to a doctor who said, 'Angelica, we have this wonderful new thing. It's called Botox.' He took a huge needle and plunged it into my third eye. The pain was something inexplicable. I gasped, and when I came to, I had a headache that lasted 4 days. This ended up not going well for the star, as she unfortunately suffered the consequences of stopping the use of Botox and plastic surgery. When Angelica said no more to plastic surgery, it caused her face to droop, leaving her unrecognizable to some fans. Though she will always be beautiful, it's unfortunate how the pressures of Hollywood seem to take hold. With Angelica saying the doctor explained to her how this is a way to keep her young, I can imagine that it's just really easy to believe them." In our number 3 spot today, we have Courtney Love. Courtney Love, an icon who has always admitted to loving to take care of herself, believing that that even as she ages, she needs to look as good as possible. In 2014, Kourtney explained to the press about her facial transformation. Never one to be shy to talk about what she has had done, she reveals how she underwent a rhinoplasty in the mid-80s, admitting to not loving her nose. She explains, quote, "That schnoz was not taking me anywhere by radio. I got my nose fixed and in 6 months the world changed." Going on to say getting this procedure when she was 20 is something that she has never regretted. When talking about her aging process in 2013, Kourtney expressed how she wishes no one would ask her how to age gracefully, going on to say, quote, "Come on, I took advice from Goldie Hawn when she said I should get a facelift at 35. Never one to regret any of the work she has had done in the past, she explains in a Rolling Stone interview that she has had a lot of procedures done in the past, but she still likes the way she looks. Kourtney says, quote, "I like the way I look. I've had a lot of work done, but it looks good." Even though she does look quite different than when she once did, what do you guys think about the work she's had done? In our number 2 spot today we have LaToya Jackson. Getting plastic surgery, as we know, runs in the Jackson family, and LaToya Jackson is no exception. When first becoming noticed in Hollywood, LaToya was definitely a beauty, making it surprising for fans when she decided to hit the operating table. Fans have speculated that both LaToya and her brother Michael Jackson went to the same surgeon, as her current facial features are insanely similar. The star has always been open about her procedures, admitting in the past to getting a nose job, breast augmentation, as well as liposuction. Though LaToya seems to be a fan of her transformation, many fans have questioned her as to if she's turning into Michael Jackson. In our number 1 spot today we have Cher. When looking at the legend that is Cher, her facial transformation has had fans asking, what has she had done? Also, never being shy to admit it, she has spoken about a number of procedures she has undergone, saying, quote, "I've had my breasts done, but breast operations were a nightmare. They were botched in every way." Also being asked if she has had a facelift by the press, she responded with, quote, "Yes, I have had a facelift, but who hasn't?" The most Cher answer out there. Though many fans believe she looks good with her procedures, saying, quote, "I have nothing against non-surgical procedures or plastic surgery. To each their own, but if you're going to do it, at least do it right. Cher looks great for her age." Others aren't so sure, taking to Twitter. One user even urged Kim Kardashian to stop her plastic surgery procedures now before she ends up looking like Cher. Has Cher gone too far, or has she managed to truly stay young forever?
Starting off at number 10, Lindsay Lohan. The star we all loved from The Parent Trap and Freaky Friday. But we all know how it took a turn for the worst when she became involved in some trouble, becoming convicted several times, as well as not being a stranger to being called out for unprofessional behavior. It hasn't always been a smooth ride for Lindsay. Back in 2009, the star entered a fashion collaboration where she served as an artistic advisor. During this event is where she revealed her ready-to-wear collection for the French fashion house. The fashion unveiling brought in many mixed reviews, with most fans being less than impressed. It also gave Lindsay a chance to show off her new appearance. The minute she walked on stage, it was easy to spot the changes to her lips and cheeks, which started the rumors as whether she had undergone a couple procedures. The rumors have spread throughout the years, and she has continued to deny certain procedures. When an expert surgeon chimed in to explain what they had thought Lindsay had undergone when talking about her lips, he believes she has gotten them frequently done throughout the years, even going on to say, "I believe she may have had some fillers dissolved in the form of revision treatment in order to create a fuller lip, but with a more natural shape and proportion." Recent images suggest that she has since had multiple treatments to plump her lips even further, which creates this unnatural look, where the cupid's bow of the upper lip disappears. Although never confirming or denying any of these procedures, doctors and fans are convinced she's been on the operating table a few times in the past. Number 9. Kylie Jenner. Recently, Kylie has been receiving some backlash regarding her lips, with many fans believing she is taking it just too far. The star has some short clips on her TikTok as well as on her Instagram, leaving fans thinking she has suffered from a botched plastic surgery. Even amongst these accusations, she hasn't been shy to continue showing off her plumped lips. Many fans have speculated the star has suffered from a lip filler migration, which is where the filler moves to position on the face, which is very unnatural. One fan went on to comment on Kylie's pictures, saying, "Not the best angle for a migrated lip filler. On second thought, I think I'll just let my top lip be small. Another joke saying, it's really a full circle moment that she looks like Chris did that time she had an allergic reaction in Bora Bora. Kylie's fans have regularly shared their concerns that she's just overdoing it when it comes to her plastic surgery procedures. They have also even gone as far to beg Kylie to slow down, especially as these photos have emerged. One fan suggested that since these photos are so unflattering, her PR team must just be against her, saying, I don't know who's responsible for their PR or online accounts, but they must not be their biggest fans. A professional worth their money shouldn't advise such ridicule. It's a complete mess like their botched selves. A few online detectives also believe this could be a product of bad photoshopping, even calling these pictures scary to look at, and hoping that they're just swollen. But for now, we're left wondering, bad angle, bad Photoshop, or just a botched lip filler? Number 8. Farrah Abraham. Former teen mom star shared on Twitter back in 2015 the shocking result of her lip injection gone wrong, revealing to fans how she had fallen victim to a very botched lip injection. This isn't the first time the star has gotten work done, but it is by far the worst. What was supposed to be a less invasive surgery than she has gotten in the past just went horribly wrong. But she seemed to take the whole event with stride, even poking fun at herself. After posting a photo of herself showing the side and front view of her enlarged lips, she commented, "Girlfriends, don't say I didn't warn you." She even went on to tweet a photo of herself next to an animated character, Leela from Futurama, writing, "I've got to love my new look. This surgery was unfortunately so bad she ended up turning to a reality show, Botched, for the doctor's expertise on correcting this mistake." She explains saying, "I was so embarrassed to walk in there. Admitting that I mess up on something I'd love to do is a little harsh for me to confront at first." Going on to say, "I think it's good to share my story because it was on national headlines and the news. So I wanted to show others that they don't have to have the same complication." And if you thought this would scare her off from future procedures, think again. In a recent TikTok, it's clear she has continued to get work done. One fan commented saying, "She was so beautiful. She didn't have to end up like this." And another saying, "Honestly, I didn't even recognize who this was until I saw the username. Farrah, you were so beautiful to begin with. Why all the extra work?" Looks like even though she did try to warn us about plastic surgery, in the end, she didn't take her own advice. Number 7. Donatella Versace. If you have seen the fashion icon recently, I'm sure you have many questions. Donatella has been in the spotlight over the year for her drastically changing features. After taking over the Versace legacy after the passing of her brother, she has proven to be as revolutionary as he once was. Demanding attention for the brand in many iconic ways, she has also gained unwanted attention over her unnatural look. A plastic surgery expert explains what he thinks Donatella has undergone in order to achieve her very plump lips, saying Donatella's lips have been overdone, so much so that they are no longer in sync with the rest of her facial features, and they're the first thing you look at. Far too much product, and there's no definition in her top lip. He went on to suggest the fullness of her lips may have been progressively occurring since 2022, believing in the beginning it gave a nicely defined fullness, whereas now her lips are seemingly overinflated. In an interview in 2010, Donatella revealed, "I'm not a believer in the natural look, and I don't even know what my natural color is. For me, natural is something to do with vegetables." Number 6. Meg Ryan. From starring in the iconic movies such as When Harry Met Sally and You've Got Mail, it seems she hasn't been safe from the pressures of staying youthful in Hollywood. Back in 2013, fans started noticing her changing features. While Meg hasn't confirmed or denied these speculations, it hasn't stopped doctors from chiming in on what they believe she has done in the past, even suggesting she has gone too far and gotten too much. When taking a look at the photos, some even speculated this could be a result of an allergic reaction to collagen implants. When asked about the rumors surrounding the star, she expressed how she doesn't pay attention, saying, "I don't pay attention, frankly. There's a lot of hatred in the world today, and it's easy to judge." Number 5. Lisa Rinna. The TV personality Lisa Rinna is another star who is no stranger to the operating table. The former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been a topic of conversation over the years, with her lips receiving the most backlash. While she has been sporting her signature hairstyle since the 90s, her lips have changed over time. When discussing her lips in an interview in 2010, she shares, "I was crazy to even touch them in the first place. In the beginning it was great, but then they started to feel hard and bumpy like peas. When first getting the fillers, Lisa didn't follow the lead of others before her by getting a popular collagen filler. Instead, she wanted something a little bit more permanent and received 4 silicone injections. These injections unfortunately later seeped out of the desired area and caused scar tissue. Because of this, Lisa had to go back under the knife in order to reconstruct her lip by removing all the damaged tissue. Although this procedure caused damage to the star's face, she has explained how she doesn't regret her decision. Lisa says, "It's made me who I am. I'm a perfect poster child for what not to do on a whim. With all that's happened to the lip, I can show them that you need to love yourself for who you are and embrace how you look." Lisa ended up turning to her plastic surgery into a business. By launching a beauty brand in 2020, she sells lip kits, giving anyone the opportunity to achieve her famous lips without having to undergo the procedures. Lisa shared with BuzzFeed News, "My lips are big, I wanted them big. I made them big, so now you can have big lips too." And at number 4, we have Madonna. Many agree after seeing Madonna at this year's Grammys, as well as her recent TikTok videos. She is really looking like the most different version of Madonna that we have ever seen. After clips emerged of the singer, a few began coming to Madonna's defense, saying she has the right to do what she wants with her body, but it was overpowered by the star's followers who have called her hypocritical, a disgrace, as someone who needs help. She has responded to these harsh words by saying she's a victim of ageism and misogyny. A source told the media in regards to her seemingly puffy face and large lips, saying she doesn't realize it's making her look a bit like a caricature of herself. The source, who is close to Madonna, continued explaining how the singer doesn't want to look any different from her youth, but by doing this, she's becoming an entirely unrecognizable person. The source says she wants to look like 2000s Madonna. She's very aware that her face is one of the most recognizable in the world, and she doesn't want to be a cartoon version of herself. The celebrity plastic surgeon Leslie Stevens believes that on top of a lip flip, Madonna has also opted to get lip fillers throughout the years to maintain this look. Though she has never discussed her plastic surgery, she has said in the past how she isn't against it, but she is against having to talk about it. It seems she has let on a little bit more recently about having these procedures done. After posting a photo of herself on Twitter, she tweeted, "Look how cute I am now that the swelling from the surgery has gone down. I mean, as long as she's happy with her look, that's really all that matters." And she added, "I have never apologized for any creative choices I have made, nor the way I look or dress, and I'm not gonna start now." Number 3, Daryl Hannah. Best known for roles in the movies Kill Bill and Splash, there have been many rumors surrounding the star in regards to having multiple plastic surgeries. Many even consider most of her plastic surgeries to be an unfortunate disaster to her appearance. Her lips have grown considerably throughout the years, but Daryl has previously denied these rumors surrounding her puffy appearance. She has even said in the past how she believes people with plastic surgery look like Muppets, adding how she would never get any work done on her own face. Not many fans believe this though, speculating that she has been a victim of a bad plastic surgeon. When looking at before and after photos of the star, it's hard to not believe she hasn't gotten any work done. And like many others, it's trying to chase that seemingly extreme beauty standard in Hollywood. Number 2, Melanie Griffith. Known for her role in Working Girl as well as many other classics from the 70s to the 90s, she's been known to have an iconic look that many can recognize. But in the past few years, she's been receiving backlash for not keeping her natural facial features. Though she has previously denied getting any work done, she decided to come clean in 2018. When she was discussing her appearance, she claimed she didn't realize how drastic these procedures had changed her. She goes on to say, "I didn't even realize until people started saying, 'What has she done?' I was so hurt, so I started dissolving everything. So hopefully I can look like a more normal person these days." Seems Melanie is more interested in focusing on her health now and fitness rather than getting any more procedures done. And at number 1, we have Jessica Simpson. Jessica sparked concerns when she posted a selfie to her Instagram showing off her big smile and shockingly big lips. With her top lip appearing much larger than usual as well as an enlarged bottom lip, fans were unimpressed. One user commented, "You are ruining all of your natural beauty. Please stop whatever you're doing." And another writing, "She did not need the lip." Though the star seems to appear happy with her new facial features, it seems she might be one of the only ones. A source came forward to explain how Jessica's obsession with her looks is driving a wedge between her and her husband Eric Johnson. The source reveals Jessica's preoccupied with plastic surgery, and it's putting a real strain on things with Eric. They love each other dearly, but it hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. There's a lot of fighting. Fans have taken to their socials to explain how the lip injections paired with her drastic weight loss make her look nearly unrecognizable. One fan wrote, "That's Jessica Simpson? Definitely don't recognize her now." What do you guys think about Jessica's new look? Number 10. Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna has always been open about her various cosmetic procedures, but back in 2019, Chyna revealed on the Wendy Williams show about her surgery to enlarge her breasts. She shared, "I've had lipo before, and I've had my breasts done 4 times." She went on to explain that she even went too far and had to go back and make them smaller, saying that it was just too much. Now Blac Chyna is on an extreme journey to remove the majority of her plastic surgery fails. In this effort to transform her life, she's returning back to her natural body by removing her facial fillers as well as getting her butt and breast reduction. Earlier this month, after getting her face fillers dissolved, she shared a video on Instagram documenting the process. She said, "I'm getting these fillers dissolved from my cheeks, from my jawline, because enough is enough, and it all has to come out. It's just as simple as that." Along with both of her cheeks and jawline, she has also opted to get her lips dissolved, sharing that she is tired of the look and just wants to look like herself again. She shared saying, "I'm ready to get back to Angela. Blac Chyna is Blac Chyna, and I feel I've outgrown that, and it's time for a change." She explained to fans that she is changing her life, not only with her physical appearance, but by also deactivating her OnlyFans account, which reportedly made her $240 million in 2021. Fans quickly began commenting on her video post documenting her journey. One user commented, "I like that you are opening up about this. It's definitely going to help educate other young women who are influenced by celebrities doing these procedures." Another added, "I think this is so good for her. This trend with silicone is over. With her make under completely underway, it's definitely looking like by the end of the year we're going to have a fully transformed Blac Chyna." Number 9. Jessica Simpson. Have you seen Jessica Simpson on Instagram lately? And do you recognize her? After posting a few family photos to her social media, she began receiving mostly critical comments, with many fans claiming she looks scary. One user commented, "Botched much? Girl, you look way too plastic. I'm so sad that your daughters have to look up to this. You're supposed to be a role model. Practice self-love." Another added, "She was naturally beautiful and she's totally messed up her face. Way too overdone. I'm sorry, but she doesn't even look the same." This isn't the first time the singer has gotten dissed online about her lips, and has previously admitted to not even liking the fillers herself. Back in 2006, she told Glamour that she had a non-permanent filler because she likes a more natural look. She shared at the time, "It fades. It went away in like 4 months and it looked fake on me. I didn't like that." In the past, Jessica has shared openly that she hasn't always been the most confident in her appearance, and underwent plastic surgery to gain her confidence back. In her memoir, Open Book, she explained that she had 2 tummy tucks back in 2015. She said, "I wanted to get rid of the stretch marks and lose skin left from my back-to-back pregnancies." She went on to say, "I was so ashamed of my body at this point, and I wouldn't let my husband see me without a t-shirt on." Unfortunately, the surgery didn't go as planned and the star ended up getting extremely sick. She recalled the event by saying, "I got an infection. I was vomiting so much I thought I was going to burst my sutures. Doctors talked seriously about me needing a blood transfusion." Even with her traumatic experience going under the knife, you would think it would scare her off a bit. But considering her drastic appearance change, it seems like she's still opting for the full new look, and her fans are less than impressed. Number 8. Cardi B. Cardi B is one celebrity who has never denied plastic surgery, even openly talking about it in her songs and in her interviews. She explained that she has spent a lot of money to look the way she does. She has said in the past that the reason she has undergone these procedures is to feel more confident in her own body. Back in 2018, Cardi shared to GQ magazine that at the age of 21, she decided to get butt injections, which weren't exactly the safest. She explained that the reason for wanting a bigger butt at the time was because her boyfriend at the time had cheated on her with a woman who had a bigger butt. Cardi reportedly went to see a woman in Queens who charged her just $800 for illegal butt injections, done in the woman's basement apartment. Cardi explained saying, "They don't numb you or anything. It was the craziest pain ever and I felt like I was going to pass out. I felt dizzy at the time." Cardi loved her results and even planned on getting a touch-up touch-up, but it proved impossible. She told GQ, "By the time I was going to go get it, the lady was locked up. Somebody passed away on her table." More recently though, it looks like Cardi has completely changed her mind about getting injections and has since warned her fans about getting them. She said in an Instagram live, "I did surgery and removed 95% of my injections. It was a really crazy process." She also added, "All I'm gonna say is if you're young and sometimes you're too skinny and think, oh my god, I don't have enough fat to put in my butt and it results in shots, don't." I mean, personally, I have to say the whole woman passing away on the table story has scared me off enough. Number 7, Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone has shared that he has gotten a couple procedures done in the past, explaining that he had these done due to his nerve damage as a result of surgery he had as a baby. He has shared that the damage made it appear that he had a collapsed look on his left side, so he chose to go under the knife to repair this look. A notable change is easily in his forehead. It appears Sylvester underwent a forehead lift and raised his eyebrows, but many believe he went too far with this one, giving the star a bit too much of a surprised look. Though many fans seem to think the actor looks great for his age, others worry he could be headed down a bad path. One user commented saying, "His face appears to be swollen and puffy, and his once clear features are now barely recognizable. He underwent way too much surgery too soon and his face simply can't recover." They also added, "If he continues down this path, he could end up like some other Hollywood addicts, with a face that looks unnatural and distorted." What do you think about these procedures? And has he gone too far? Number 6, Kris Jenner. After a fan shared images of Kris back in the day, people couldn't believe the difference, blaming it on having gone way too far with plastic surgery. One photo showed Kris in a pink dress, while the other showed her smiling beside a very young Kim Kardashian. Fans quickly flew to the comments to express their opinions. One user wrote, "She was so good looking before messing up her nose." And another added, "The before photo is Khloe's exact original nose. She has shared some of the procedures she has undergone in the past, but has never admitted to the nose job," which many fans have been constantly accusing her of. When explaining her plastic surgery, she shared, "I've had Botox, fillers, laser treatments, and things like that. I had a boob job in the 80s after 4 kids because gravity took over." But when asked about her nose, she said, "I get a lot of people saying I got my nose done, but I've never had my nose done. I have the same nose I was born with." A plastic surgeon seems to disagree though, explaining to the press, "The bridge of her nose seems thinner, and the tip nostril appears to be smaller and slightly lifted to previous images." Though she has explained how much she does love certain procedures, she has given warning out to those who are thinking about it. She said in an interview, "You have to do what makes you feel good. First of all, you can't do something because somebody else wants you to. You have to do great research on the doctor that you choose." Number 5, Heidi Montag. Best known for her role in The Hills, Heidi Montag was definitely one of the up-and-coming stars at the time. But after undergoing an extreme full-body plastic surgery operation, her career took a bit of a turn. After her operation in 2010, she shared to the media how she felt before, saying, "When I watched myself on The Hills, my ears would be sticking out like Dumbo. I just wanted to feel more confident and look in the mirror and be like, whoa, look at me. I was an ugly duckling before." Heidi ended up undergoing 10 procedures in just one day, which included Botox, a breast augmentation, liposuction, chin reduction, and more. She revealed that all these surgeries resulted in the star passing away for a minute, even prompting security guards to call her husband, saying she's not gonna make it. After this life-altering change she went through in just 24 hours, not only her looks changed but her career. Reportedly, the star went broke not long after the intense procedure. She told the press in 2018, "The money was coming in so fast, so it led me to believe that this is my life forever." She added, "It just kinda caught up with us. It was a lot and it was really overwhelming. I think we just needed to reevaluate and reground ourselves and our values." Because of getting these surgeries done at such a young age and all at once, Heidi also has to live with long-term health complications. More recently, Heidi told Cosmopolitan that she wishes she waited, saying, "I was really self-involved at the time, like so many young people, and I think I looked in the mirror a little too much." Number 4, Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim, known for being the legendary rap legend in the late 90s and early 2000s, taking over a primarily male-dominated scene, has also been another star to fall victim to some plastic surgery mishaps. A plastic surgery expert explained what he thinks the star may have gotten, saying, "It's clear that there has been some skin bleaching. She's probably used chemicals to lighten her skin." The main reason Kim may have gotten so many procedures done in the past could be due to the impossible beauty standard in Hollywood, along with some of the men in her life. During an interview in 2000, she shared, "Men have always told me I'm not pretty enough, even the men I was dating. And I'd be like, why are you with me then?" But with her face looking nearly unrecognizable now, many fans have taken to social media to comment their thoughts on Kim's look. One user wrote, "So where is Lil' Kim? Because this is ridiculous." Another wrote, "Do you know how scary scary you look. What do you guys think about Kim's drastic new look? And at number 3, we have Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne has been open about her plastic surgery disasters, even explaining how her previous face look made her look like a cyclops. The star went under the knife for a 5.5-hour procedure, but ended up being horrified by the results. She told Britain's Sunday Time, "I looked like one of those mummies that they wrap with bandages." She went on to say, "I'm telling you, it was horrendous. I told the surgeon, you have got to be kidding." After getting over the initial shock, she showed her husband Ozzy Osbourne, who responded by saying, "I don't care how much it costs, we're gonna get it redone." With a response like that, you know it must have been pretty bad. She has explained before how she has gotten multiple surgeries done in the past, saying, "There's not much I haven't had tweaked, stretched, peeled, lasered, veneered, enhanced, or removed altogether." And I have to say, I love her for her honesty. Number 2, Linda of Angelista. Linda, the former supermodel, went under the knife in the past, but has now suffered a rare side effect from the procedure, which she claimed has left her permanently disfigured. In an Instagram post from 2021, the model explained that her absence from the spotlight is due to her botched surgery. She shared in the post, "I was brutally disfigured by the cool sculpting procedures, which did the opposite effect on what it promised. It increased, not decreased, my fat cells and has left me permanently deformed." She added, "Even after undergoing 2 painful, unsuccessful corrective surgeries, I have been left, as the media has described, unrecognizable." With her drastic change in her appearance, she shares how she is tired of living the way she has and wants to walk out the door feeling confident, even though she doesn't look like how she did when she was younger. Many fans loved and supported her on social media, with one commenting, "You're a true icon and always will be." But others weren't so sure and not totally loving her comment about looking horribly disfigured. One Instagram user wrote, "Horribly disfigured? Come on, it's called aging." And at number 1, we have Donatella Versace. Donatella has said in the past how she's a firm believer that women do not have to be natural, and it really seems that she's living by that phrase. Being a huge fashion icon that she has also been gaining a lot of attention over her appearance rather than her brands. As many photos have emerged of the icon's new look, many plastic surgeons have come forward to explain what they think she has gotten done. When told the press, the line between her mouth and her nose are very prominent, showing she has way too much filler in her cheeks. Donatella's lips have also been overdone, so much that they're no longer in sync with the rest of her facial features, and are the first things you look at. Though many fans believe she has taken her procedures way too far, Donatella seems to love her unnatural look. She told Love magazine back in 2010, "I'm not a believer in the natural look. I don't even know what my natural color is. What is natural? I do not believe it is totally natural for women, and for me, natural has something to do with vegetables."